It's a solemn day for Catholics around the world, and we are praying for all those who loved the Pope and believed in him. They should know the truth about this man. He is an illegal alien, a foreign terrorist, and a criminal MS-13 gang member who violated our country's laws by coming here in the first place. And shame on Senator Chris Van Hollen and the entire Democrat Party. Secretary Hegseth was nominated for this position because he is standing up for the war fighter, the men and women in uniform who are putting their lives on the line to protect our country and our homeland. And unfortunately, there have been people at that building who don't like the change the secretary is trying to bring, so they are leaking and they are lying to the mainstream media.
Timothy Cardinal Dolan in New York, reacting to the death of Pope Francis just moments ago.
But we also offer gratitude to God for the gift that he was. We don't call it Holy Father for nothing. He's the father of our family. And there's a death in the family. And we're sad.
88.
So it was interesting, too, because he was on our couch on Friday talking about the Pope. This is leaders from around the world share their sadness over the loss. Meanwhile, as we look at almost every world leader that I could think of has weighed in this morning. And think about J.D. Vance. He was there yesterday, and there you're seeing this video on Sunday, Easter Sunday. And people talked about, well, it was a 5-minute meeting. Then you realize how he could have been suffering at that moment just because of the problems he's had breathing. And, of course, he had passed away early this morning.
Wow.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
Wow.
Caroline, great to see you. Your thoughts that might have been relayed to you. Do you have any chance to talk to the vice president about his last meeting with the Pope?
I spoke to the vice president's team this morning, and they expressed how excited and grateful they were for the opportunity to have met with the Pope just yesterday. And of course, we know the Pope has gone to be with the Lord this morning, and I spoke to the president about that as well. And he has put out a statement to say God bless the Pope and all those who loved him. He touched millions of lives throughout his tenure as the head of the Catholic Church. And so it's a solemn day for Catholics around the world, and we are praying for all those who loved the Pope and believed in him.
Caroline, absolutely. And we were shocked to find out in the morning. And obviously, we changed the format significantly for this Titanic news event. But the one thing that is happening is Easter Monday traditionally is an Easter egg roll at the White House. Melania is going to be there. It's always great to see the First Lady. So members of the cabinet are going to be there. I don't think you're going to need a giant man dressed in a rabbit outfit to direct the president on where to walk. That'll be a little different from past years. But also, I think it's significant. You're going to have a corporate feeling to this in a way, correct? Corporations are taking part in this.
Well, that's actually always been the case, Brian. It's just that the legacy media has picked up on it now because it's the Trump White House and they criticize everything we do. This is going to be a traditional Easter egg roll. The First Lady has overseen the careful coordination of this event alongside the United States Secret Service and the National Park Service as well. And the President and First Lady will be welcoming thousands of people to the White House South Lawn today to roll the eggs, but also to partake in many other celebrations and festivities. So it's a joyous day for families who are traveling from all around the country to celebrate Easter Monday with the President and the First Lady. And you'll be hearing from both of them later this afternoon. All
right. I did actually take it as a negative. I think corporations are helping out a children's event. I think it's a positive. But Caroline, let's talk about what's happening with this Kilmar Garcia. He is over in El Salvador, and evidently the senator did every Sunday show, Van Hollen did every Sunday show to make sure everyone knows that he is okay. Watch.
Who did pay for this trip?
This was an officially cleared, congressional trip, cleared on a bipartisan basis. Yes, like every other trip like the trip Kristi Noem took with her fashion show before CCOT, like the trip that 5 Republican members of the House took, like the day before when they went into CCOT. I can tell you, so yes, it was an official trip.
Right. That was an official trip. I don't know if any more will follow. What do you think people should know about the person that Senator Van Hollen visited?
They should know the truth about this man. He is an illegal alien, a foreign terrorist, and a criminal MS-13 gang member who violated our country's laws by coming here in the first place. And shame on Senator Chris Van Hollen and the entire Democrat Party. They should know the truth about this man. He is an illegal alien, a foreign terrorist, and a criminal MS-13 gang member who violated our country's laws by coming here in the first place. And shame on Senator Chris Van Hollen and the entire Democrat Party. Law enforcement officers who have affirmed his MS-13 gang affiliation, and this is who the Democrat Party is advocating for. It is ridiculous. The president, this White House, the entire administration will continue to focus on deporting these illegal alien gang members and criminals from our nation's interior and enforcing our country's immigration laws. That's what the president was reelected to do. And I would add.
So what do you guys think? There you have it. Caroline Leavitt said it straight up. They've been saying it. The White House has been saying it. Trump's been saying it. They have confirmed, even from 2 judges, that he is connected to MS-13. He has a criminal background. They have evidence. For them to tell the world this, you think they're lying about this so they could just deport him for no reason? No apparent reason. There's American citizens out here, most of them probably Democrats, that are choosing to believe that they're just deporting anybody out of this country if you're not white. If you have tattoos, you're in a gang. I mean, people are so stupid in the way they think that they're believing the stupid media. I'm calling it the stupid media that's choosing to get false information or stretching their information to the point where they need to figure out how to survive on their platform by stretching the truth or just lying directly to these people and not telling them the truth. Why would our government, why would they choose this one particular person to not bring him back to America if they're saying they have proof? The judge, the system has confirmed there's evidence he is a criminal tied to MS-13. And then on the other side, you have his wife going all over the country probably trying to fight to get him back, which it's not going to work. They're going to try to get her GoFundMe page. I'm pretty sure there's GoFundMe pages out there for her. And they're trying to just get her to have money so she can maintain herself because she was probably being supported by him. Who knows?
To do. And I would add that the overwhelming majority of Americans continue to support the deportation of illegal criminals. A recent CBS poll showed that 89% of the American people support deporting illegal criminals from our homeland. So the president will continue to do that while Democrats continue to trip over themselves while ignoring American citizens whose lives have been forever impacted by the actions and the crimes of these illegal criminals, like Patty Morin, who we were so honored to have at the White House to share her daughter's story just last week. Senator Van Hollen has never called her, has never reached out to her family, yet he has spent hours now fawning over this illegal alien who is tied to a vicious gang that has taken the lives of American citizens. It's unbelievable.
I was disappointed that no one even broke out the field interview with the gang unit that interviewed him out when he was arrested originally, was taken into custody. They said he had the tattoos. He's wearing the Chicago Bulls hat. They had an informant who they still trust, said that he even had a ranking within MS-13. They never talked about the trafficking case, that for some reason, no luggage going from Texas to Maryland. We don't know what he was doing for a living to allow him to sustain living there. Senator Kennedy did come out and say, yeah, this guy looks like a really bad guy. But the administration made a mistake sending him to El Salvador. Do you feel that way?
We did not make a mistake. We have always maintained that this was
Country
an
of
individual
origin.
who needed to be deported from our country. The president swore to the American public he was going to deport illegal criminals, and especially those who have been involved in violent gangs like MS-13 that have terrorized American communities. And so to the Democrat Party, who thinks that they are going to bring this foreign terrorist back to the United States of America to live a peaceful and happy life, that is never going to happen. Not only is this an MS-13 gang member, but he is also an illegal alien who broke our nation's laws to come here. And not only is it a slap in the face to the American citizens whose lives who have been put in danger or in many cases lost at the hands of these illegal alien criminal gang members, but it's also a slap in the face to the millions of legal immigrants who came to our country the right way, waited their turn, and paid their dues.
Exactly.
We have a legal immigration system for a reason. The president is going to continue to uphold that.
It's very hard for me to play devil's advocate with this story because I feel.
And this is why I have also said, treat this country like you treat your home. Or do you just allow anybody to barge through your door or break through your window and climb over on your house, break through the roof, come in and then start just living in your home? No. And that's not how we do it in this country. If you're someone that's, oh yeah, people should be able to come and stay here, and okay, well then open your house up to these illegal immigrants, these criminals that are all over the street doing whatever the hell they want to do, not being vetted, doing shady shit underneath the table. Have them live with you in your home. Because the rest of the law-abiding citizens that do not want criminals and illegals in this country do not want that. Point blank.
Passionate that he does not belong here, but I do try. I want to end with this. Front page of the New York Times, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth back in the news about staffers had to be dismissed and a second signal chat that took place. Where's the president stand on this?
The president stands strongly behind Secretary Hegseth, who is doing a phenomenal job leading the Pentagon. And this is what happens when the entire Pentagon is working against you and working against the monumental change that you are trying to implement. Secretary Hegseth was nominated for this position because he is standing up for the war fighter, the men and women in uniform who are putting their lives on the line to protect our country and our homeland. And unfortunately, there have been people at that building who don't like the change the secretary is trying to bring, so they are leaking and they are lying to the mainstream media. We've seen this game played before. The secretary is doing a tremendous job, and the president stands strongly behind him.
Caroline, I also think it's important to bring up that this chat happened before confirmation. While confirmation was taking place, and also it just is kind of very curious for me. They're not interested in what these people were leaking, which seems serious. They're interested in the Secretary of Defense, who wasn't.
That's right. They are lying about the Secretary of Defense. Let me reiterate, no classified information was shared in these chats. But you do have leakers who are leaking classified information, which is a crime, I will add. And so the administration and the president have taken a very strong stance against anyone who leaks, especially sensitive and classified information that can put our troops and our war fighters at risk. And you've seen the secretary has taken very strong action to rein in the leakers at the Pentagon, and he will continue to.
Yeah, but if it's people that weren't supposed to be part of this chat and they're leaking it, I mean, I don't see them breaking the law. They shouldn't have been added to the chat to begin with. So whoever dropped the ball, it's on them. Whoever added these people, these so-called leakers, it's not their fault they're leaking it. They're doing justice in leaking it because whoever initiated the chat should make sure 100,000,000% that everybody in the chat is to be securing these chats, these text messages, and it shouldn't be leaked. But when some idiot's not paying attention, they're adding somebody that happens to be a journalist out of all people. Yeah, he has every right to expose it and leak it to the American public because that's his duty. That's his duty as a journalist, to find the truth, speak the truth. And if he got added to something, he even was like worried. He's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to, was this a hoax? Was this, and then come to find out the Houthis, we attacked the Houthis, and then yeah, it confirmed everything that was in the text and in the text. And they need to pay attention. you got some newbies at the White House that need to pay attention to make sure that, you know, if you have some classified material, make sure the right people are able to secure their information. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Till next time. Peace out, everybody.